anyone here have ever had a question about funeral service? If you would raise your hand. Okay. I knew before I started working in a funeral home I had many questions, such as how do you embalm someone, what all do you have to do to dress a body, and what is the complete process of cremating someone. And today I'm going to answer all these questions so you'll have a better understanding of funeral service. Okay. And I have a poster board over here, and you probably can't see it, but I'll explain it at the end. The first thing you do before you start embalming someone is you get all your instruments out. And I have a picture right here. You probably can't see it, but you get your instruments out and ready, and then you pour your embalming fluid into your embalming machine. And the three instruments that you use are the aneurysm hooks, the scalpel, and the hemostat. And aneurysm hooks are just they're just like an instrument, and it hooks at the end. That way when you open up the incision, you can look down and in and try and find the artery and the jugular vein. And then you have a scalpel, and the scalpel just has a blade on the end where you can cut. And the hemostats just look like scissors, but they clamp. And then your embalming fluid that we use are Triton, Vitahuve, 1 and Energizer. And you can use different ones. It just depends on the condition of the body. And the first thing you do after that is you set the features. And how you set the features is you just, number one thing you want to do is to make the person look, natural as possible. And so by doing that, you get this, which is a mouth former. And if the person doesn't have teeth or, has dentures, you can put this in their mouth and then glue their lips. That way, it just makes them look natural. And then you glue their eyelids together, and if they have, facial hair and they don't want it, you can shave it off, but that's the first thing you do. And then you find the artery, and what you do is you make an incision on the clavicle bone, and it's about 1 to 2 inches on the right side. And you get your aneurysm hooks and you just dig down to try and find the artery. And usually the artery is like a whitish tint. And you make a slit in it and you put the cannula, I don't have it with me, but you put the cannula in it, and what you're doing is you're pumping embalming fluid in while you drain the blood out. And the next thing you do is you go in, keep digging a little bit further down, and you try and find the jugular vein. And when you find that, you make a slit in it and you put the drain tube in it. And then when you put the drain tube in, it drains the blood out while you're putting the embalming fluid in. And after you're done with that, you use this, which is ligature. It's called ligature. It's thicker than thread, that way it can't, come apart or tear. And you sew it up. And what we use is we put a needle and we put it through, and we sew it up. And what we use is called the baseball stitch. It looks just like a baseball. It's pretty simple. And then the next thing we do is we use this long instrument. It's about this long. I didn't bring it because it's too sharp to bring, but it has like a puncture at the end, and it's real sharp, and it has like these little holes in it, and you connect it to a tube or a hose, and you puncture, I'll show you, 2 fingers up and 2 fingers to the right, into the stomach, and you puncture all the organs. And what you're doing is you're getting all the fluid out of the organs. That way you can put the embalming fluid back in, and it preserves the organs. And if you choose not to do that, then it'll decompose. So that's what they choose to do. And after you do that, we have these are called trocar buttons, and you just stick it on, in the hole in the stomach and just twist it down. That way nothing can come out and nothing can come in.